A few days ago, I came across a new screen recorder. Well, not new, but new to me. Microsoft Expression Encoder 4. I just love the name. And I also bought a $10 microphone from Amazon. It's a Logitech microphone. And I thought I'd use those two tools, the screen recorder and the microphone, to experiment a little bit. And the subject of the experiment will be scribblemaps.com. Scribblemaps is something that I stumbled on last week. It allows you to draw geometric shapes and to type labels on maps. So let's see, I've got scribblemaps.com up here in the address field, and I'll touch return. And we'll see if that, there we go, scribblemaps.com, and a button right here in the middle of the screen allows me to create my own map. So that's what I'll do. This will open up a map and immediately hide it with all these words about upgrading to a professional version. We don't need to upgrade. Um, what we'll what we notice immediately is on the upper left-hand side a toolbar, a big toolbar, and immediately under the toolbar we've got a search field. So if we go to the search field and type in the address we're interested in, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, touch return, that shows us a map centered on the White House, and we can add a marker here as the little pop-up window uh, invites us to. So I'll do that. Now, in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see there are a number of different kinds of maps: hybrid maps, road maps, satellite maps. It'll be easier to see what I'm doing on the screen if we choose a road map. You can choose whatever you like, but I'm going to pick road map just so that it's not so busy and you'll be able to see a little bit of what I'm doing. And now in the top right hand corner, I'll zoom in using the plus button. I'll click that half a dozen times. And here we are right at the White House as promised. In the top left-hand corner where we typed the address, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, immediately to the right of that we've got a green square and a red square. Any geometric shapes, any boxes or circles or polygons we draw on the map will be filled with green, and they will be outlined in red. The width of the outline is 5 points, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Now, if we don't like a green fill, we can click on that green box and pick, say a red fill, an orange fill there. If we don't like the red outline, we can click on the red box and pick a blue outline. And we could also change the width of the items that we're going to draw. So let me just begin by selecting this rectangle tool from the toolbar and draw something over here. There, that's where the International Monetary Fund is. I could also click on the circle tool and click on, this is McPherson Square Metro Station, where Dan used to get off the subway on his way to work. Now, I don't really care for these shapes that are filled in. I think it would be much better if the circles, if the shapes were empty. So I'm going to go back up here to the orange square, the fill square. I'm not going to worry about what color is picked. I'm just going to change the opacity from 65 to 0 and touch return. Now when I draw a circle, to say that this is where the ellipse is, I get an empty circle. Now, actually, I didn't center that ellipse well at all. So here's another tool you can use. Right next to the word menu on the toolbar, the very first tool allows you to move and edit overlays. So I'm going to click there. That's the arrowhead. And when I move to one of the shapes that I've created, I'm not pressing a button or anything. It just selects this shape, and if I click and drag, there. Now the ellipse is on the ellipse. Let me just show you one more thing, two more things maybe. I'm going to go to the ABC tool on the toolbar, click on it, and when I click here on the map, I can type ellipse or anything I want, and I can type a description of the ellipse in back of the White House. And if I save that, this is the information that I've just typed and that appears there. Now, again, it doesn't show up very well. I can come back up to the tool next to the menu, this arrow tool, click on it, then I can move it so that it's a little bit easier to see, and save it. And I think that is about all I'd like to do right now. So let me just sign off now and say happy scribbling.